This gamer struggled with wrist pain for over 2 years, but in just 6 months he went from 100% disability with gaming to almost none. But that's not even the most interesting part of this case. His progress wasn't linear. In fact, he had major setbacks along the way. But here's what nobody tells you about RSI recovery. It's almost never a straight line. Today, I am sharing the exact strategies that help this patient overcome the frustrating ups and downs of RSI recovery. Strategies that could work for you too. What's up everyone? Dr. Elliot Smithson here from 1HP. I specialize in helping gamers, tech workers, and digital artists overcome repetitive strain injuries that conventional treatment just can't seem to fix. Today, I am breaking down a fascinating study of a gamer who went from barely being able to use a controller to playing 8-hour sessions pain-free. But what makes this case so valuable for you is that we're going to show you the messy middle, the part most recovery stories leave out. If you've been dealing with RSI or any chronic pain, stick around, because I'm going to show you exactly why setbacks happen and the proven strategies to push through them. Let me introduce you to our patient, who I've gotten permission from and de-identified for their privacy. Our patient is a writer and a hardcore gamer who typically played between 4 to 12 hours every day. His symptoms first appeared in January of 2022, and they described their symptoms as kind of a tightness in the forearm and this weird twisting sensation that wouldn't go away. Fast forward to January 2024, and the pain had spread to the thenar eminence. That is the fleshy part at the base of your thumb right here. He described the feeling as congested, sticky, or gooey, kind of like the muscles were too short to move properly. By the time he came to us in July of 2024, he was experiencing severe pain in his right thumb pad, tightness in both of those forearms, which was worse on the right side, that persistent twisting feeling in his right arm, sharp and dull pain spreading throughout his hands and fingers, and new pain developing in his shoulders and biceps. After a thorough assessment, we built a comprehensive program with 5 key components. First, a targeted endurance program focused specifically on the thenar eminence and the forearm musculature. This included specialized thumb stretches, isometric exercises, and progressive endurance training. Second, and this might surprise you, we didn't tell him to stop gaming completely. Instead, we implemented a strategic load management program, helping him adjust gaming time and take effective breaks without quitting his passion. Third, we incorporated these nerve glide techniques to address potential nerve compression issues affecting both the radial and ulnar nerves. Fourth, we expanded treatment to include neck, shoulder, and postural exercises. Repetitive strain injuries are rarely just about the hands, it is a completely interconnected system. And finally, pain education. This might be actually the most important part of this entire process. We helped him understand the neurophysiology of pain and how the brain interprets persistent symptoms, which leads us to the most fascinating part of this case. This chart tracks our patient's disability scores over 6 months. Higher percentages mean more disability. Check this out. He started out at an average score of 41% in July and August. His gaming specific scores were at 100%, meaning complete disability while gaming. By September, he improved dramatically to about 18%, but then suddenly regressed back up to 28%, despite doing everything right. This is exactly where most people give up. They think, I'm doing everything right, but I'm getting worse. This must not be working. But look what happened when he pushed through. By January 2025, he reached just 1% disability. That is a life-changing improvement. So why does recovery look like this roller coaster instead of a nice, smooth downward curve? There are 4 critical reasons that you need to understand. First, pain doesn't always match tissue damage. This is absolutely critical to understand here. In traditional medicine, we're taught that if something hurts, there must be damage. But modern pain science shows that's not always true. When our patient felt those congested or sticky sensations in his hands, his tissues weren't actually being damaged. What was happening was his brain was misinterpreting normal sensations as threatening. Think about it like this. If you touch a hot stove, pain is very helpful. It tells you to move your hand. But with RSI, your brain can get stuck in protective mode, creating pain even when there's no ongoing damage. It's like a car alarm that keeps going off even though nobody's trying to break in. Second, neural sensitivity and pain memory. Over time, our patient's brain had developed what we call pain memory associated with specific movements. His nervous system became hypersensitive to certain actions even after his tissues had healed. Pressing these specific buttons or moving the joystick in a specific way would trigger the pain response. That's why he could play some games pain-free, but others would cause immediate flare-ups. It's like his brain had created a shortcut. This movement equals danger, sound the alarm. Even after periods of improvement, certain games would trigger symptoms without causing any actual damage to the tissues. Third, the powerful role of fear and stress. This is where psychology and physiology intersect. Our patient admitted, And I'm going to quote him in full here because this is so important. Do you have any advice on how to deal with the fear of not getting better? I find it hard to shake. It's just been so long since I've been without it, and I've had so many false starts where I think I'm healing only to regress, and it's hard to fend off. This fear literally amplifies pain through what we call the fear avoidance model. When you're afraid of pain, your brain becomes hypervigilant, constantly scanning for danger signals. This heightened attention actually increases pain sensitivity. Imagine approaching your gaming setup thinking, this is gonna hurt me. Your muscles tense up, your breathing gets shallow, stress hormones flood your system, all before you've even touched the controller. Your body is preparing for pain, which makes you more likely to experience it. And fourth, lifestyle factors. His pain journal revealed fascinating patterns that many medical professionals miss. During periods of poor sleep or high stress, his symptoms worsened significantly, despite maintaining the exact same exercise routine. On a good day's sleep with low stress, he could game for 4 hours at pain levels about 1 to 2. But on poor sleep days with high stress, just 30 minutes of the exact same game would spike the pain levels to 5 out of 10. Same movements, same exercises, completely different outcomes. So if you're dealing with RSI right now, I want you to remember this. These fluctuations are normal. They don't mean treatment isn't working or that you're broken beyond repair. They're just part of how the nervous system heals. Some days will be better than others. It's the long-term trend that matters, not the day-to-day ups and downs. Now let's talk about the game changer in this recovery, objective tracking. Our patient kept a detailed pain journal tracking pain levels before, during, and after gaming, duration of gaming sessions, and games played. Here's the magic of tracking. In November, he consistently rated pain at 1 to 2 out of 10 and could only game for 1 to 3 hours. But by January, he had multiple consecutive days with 0 pain, even after 8 hours of gaming. When he experienced a flare-up in February, we could point to this concrete evidence and show him his overall trend was positive. Gaming tolerance had increased from 1 to 2 hours to 6 to 8 hours. Pain-free days were increasing month by month. Recovery from flare-ups was happening faster. This objective evidence countered his feelings that any progress was just going to be fleeting. It's psychological armor against the natural tendency to magnify current pain, forget past improvements, and catastrophize minor setbacks. If you take nothing else from this video, start tracking your symptoms today. It is that important. Let's talk about what actually worked when setbacks happened. We developed 5 specific strategies that made all the difference. First, gradual load adjustment. Instead of stopping all activity, we scaled back gaming by just 2 hours, then built back up in 15-minute increments. Complete rest often makes RSI worse, not better. Second, this specific self-massage technique using a small rubber ball to address tension in the thenar area. Third, systematic symptom monitoring. The detailed tracking we just discussed wasn't just for motivation. It helped identify specific patterns and triggers. Fourth, addressing electrolyte imbalances. When the patient reported muscle twitching, simple interventions like proper hydration and electrolyte replacement often resolved the issue completely. And fifth, deeper pain education. We recommended resources like The Way Out to help manage fear and catastrophizing, which often amplify pain signals. These aren't just theoretical concepts. These are the exact strategies that helped our patient push through the plateaus and setbacks that stop most people from recovering. By February 2025, 7 months after starting treatment, our patient's results were remarkable. Disability scores improved from 41% to just 1%. Gaming tolerance increased from 1 to 2 hours to 5 to 8 hours plus, with minimal symptoms. He returned to his favorite high-intensity games with almost no limitations. But perhaps most importantly, he developed the confidence and knowledge to manage his own condition. When flare-ups happened, and they still occasionally did, he no longer panicked or feared he was back at square one. So what can you take from this case if you're dealing with an RSI? 6 critical lessons. Expect non-linear progress. Recovery will have ups and downs. That is normal, not a sign of failure. Track your symptoms. A detailed pain journal reveals patterns and provides objective evidence of improvement. Focus on functional gains. Don't just track pain. Celebrate being able to do more of what you love. Address the whole system. RSI is rarely just about the hands. Consider posture, ergonomics, stress, and sleep. Understand that pain does not equal damage, especially in chronic conditions. Pain signals can persist even when healing is occurring. Build knowledge to reduce fear. Understanding pain science dramatically reduces the fear that amplifies these symptoms. Chronic RSI recovery isn't just about finding the perfect stretch or the perfect ergonomic mouse. Though those things can be helpful, It's about a comprehensive approach that addresses the physical, neural, and psychological aspects of chronic pain. Even after years of symptoms, significant improvement is possible with the right approach. The journey won't be linear, but with proper guidance and persistence, lasting results are absolutely achievable. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more content on overcoming gaming and tech-related injuries. Drop a comment below with your biggest RSI question, and I'll try to address it in an upcoming video. Until next time, this is Dr. Elliot with 1HP, helping you game without pain. Peace.